And welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a redux of the Tanith video that I uploaded previously. And one thing it wasn't clear initially in the series as to how many ghosts Gorn left Tanith with, and it turns out that there was around 1,000 men that made it off Tanith. 1,000 Tanith born in the ghosts to start with, and then the Volpone Blue Bloods didn't, well, Noctis Strum went, we can't be can't be shown to be weak in front by these so-called peasants because they weren't Volpone Blue Bloods. So we need to teach them a lesson or two, and had artillery fire upon them, losing 700 ghosts. I then was very kindly given this by my fiance, the Warmaster, and it's after Salvation's Reach. Felix Chas is fighting alongside Dalen Creed and the other ghosts, and Felix is an interesting character in there, and the way as is Gaunt, because if you've not read it, then I'm going to put spoilers in here, and I mean gigantic ones. So if you've not read the Warmaster, first of all, why not? And secondly, go and get it. I think it's on Audible, so you can get an audio book if you want, or you can go and buy it from any good bookstore or Amazon, anywhere really that you can find a copy, and it is well worth it. So for those who haven't tuned out due to the spoilers from this book, here come my thoughts on the Warmaster and everything that happens during it. I mean, yeah, there are some twists in here that I wasn't expecting. I mean, Lord Militant Commissar, what would his title be then? Lord Militant Commissar, Lord Militant, High Lord Militant Commissar Ibrahim Gaunt then has to appoint Ron, the guy who previously wanted to try and kill him any way, shape or form he possibly could, ideally when they were on an even level, and without having to worry about the previous times that he's saved his life, like on that ice world, and the fact that he pulled him out of some of the ghosts' early engagements alive. Well, he was unconscious but alive. And so yeah, he's then a major Ron, and he's got this mix of different regiments who are all under the acronym Gaunt's Ghosts. That's weird that they still call themselves Gaunts, even though he's now a Lord Militant Commander. So yeah, that power play is going to be interesting. And then Felix Chas, the one guy, the one person who literally could ruin Gaunt. And I mean that in a literal sense now. Felix's secret is out in here. if it's not, if there is another book after this, after Warmaster, the secret will have been fully around the regiment. I'm fully expecting that from now on, because a secret like that, although the Life Wards did a good job of keeping Felix separate at night time from the rest of the regiment and kept the secret quiet, Felix is a girl, which there was a 50-50 chance. It's a bit of backstory. It was the Runner Hive that this happened, and it was during the siege of the Runner Hive. Gaunt went to House Chas to try and get them to, I think it was either to raise or lower the shield at the time. I can't recall right now. I haven't read the Battle of Runner Hive for a while, so I'm a bit hit and miss with that. But yeah, Gaunt went to House Chas to try and talk to Lady Verity Chas, and well, boy meets girl. It's wartime. There's if the good-looking men aren't out fighting in the war, then there's very few of them around when Gaunt turns up, and of course he's a colonel commissar at this time, so he's got his commissariat ranking, and of course it's all about power play in Brunner Hive. So anyway, as I say, in Salvation's Reach, the book before this, the regiment find out that Gaunt has a child. So that's when we first get introduced to Felix, but he's been assigned a Life Ward by Verity Chas to keep Felix's secret. And Dalen Creed, which is a Tanith born, I want to say. Dalen was rescued from Runner Hive around the same time, actually. So I did my history mixed up there. Yeah, Dalen is assigned to protect Felix by a mix of Nahum Lurd, Major Rawn, some of the high brass in a Tanith regiment. And so he does his best to get separate quarters for Felix and himself, unaware of Felix's secret. And of course the Life Ward dies, and Felix wants to bury her in proper fashion. So they have the full hearse, the mourners, everyone's lined up, and it's a war zone. So while Major Rawn was like, look lad, we can give your house ward a Tanith style burial, but we can't do full honours because, well, we can't really give her anything because we're all soldiers, we're on the front line. Death is part of war. Felix puts her foot down and says, no, I will bury my Life Ward in the manner appropriate to her. To her. So anyway, this all gets arranged, and the enemy comes sweeping in from that direction. So the convoy gets halted. Felix demands to know why. They get turned round, and then before you know it, they all have to run back to the Ghost lines. back to friendly lines to avoid being shot at. Dalen finds out that Felix is a girl, which, is a 50-50 chance in human biology that it's a boy or a girl. But because it was a girl, Verity, the mother, sent her away to Gaunt, because she can't see to be, again, it's all about the power on Brunnerhive. Without an heir to pass on the line, a male heir to take over House Chast would be weakened. So, named ambiguously, Felix was sent out to find Gaunt, to spend time with Gaunt. So Felix is a girl, and of course the ghosts are like, Dalen's like, there's nothing unusual about you being a girl, because, my mum's here, we got a mixed regiment, we got half women, half male, or near as possible, 50-50 women and men in the regiment, so, there's no big deal about you being a woman. But it's like, you don't understand, it's about the politics at home and how that plays out. So Felix is not in danger anymore. If you like Scout Sergeant McCall, I won't tell you what happens to him, but there is a little twist about him in here. And I'm sure Dan Abnett's slowly going around the scout cadre and slowly whittling them down. But I would love to see them go back to Geryon, purely just to see if, and I mean if, McVenna's still alive. Because McVenna is one of the best ghosts in the entire Ghost Army. And you're thinking, oh, that's just favoritism on Dom's part, that he can't be that good. He and McCall were very similar in stealth technique, which is why he was on the team for Geryon, because he was a good scout, and he has a unique fighting style. I mean, most of the Tanith, you grow up around, you fight in militia gangs, you get used to whether you can lay your hands on, pretty much. But then McVenna had a different style of upbringing, where he was trained in a unique style, really, where again it was more the father to son type teaching. There was nothing like formal about it, no professors in it. You learnt from your dad or from a council. It wasn't unlike, say, mixed martial arts, where you can grade yourself. In this, you either got the style or you didn't. It wasn't there wasn't much leeway in that. But he managed to fight what was known as a direwolf. I think it was a direwolf. No, it was a glyphhound, that I think was it. At the edge of a forest only using a Nalwood Tanith stock on a gun. Not just a stock, the entire... He used his gun as a staff and managed to duel this beast to a standstill. Let that sink in. An animal that's running towards you, wanting to kill you, and this guy's just calmly fending off attacks left, right and centre with a las gun. Yeah. He's got some guts. And Geryon, they did go back to Geryon once to liberate it, and they saw a cairn put up in McVenner's name, and I thought that was the end of it. But right at the end of that same story, if you read right at the end, there's a figure in the woods who waves to Ezra as he picks up some reminders, if you will, of home, some keepsakes of Geryon, and he waves to Ezra and then disappears, and before he leaves he holds up a finger to his lips, gesturing for Ezra to be silent. And Ezra's had to learn Tanith battle cant. I say battle cant, Tanith sign language. So it's not like the British sign language where you get your standard signs. Just every regiment in the Imperial Guard has its own battle language, so that enemies can't tell what they're saying. I mean, you could say advance on the left flank, advance on the right flank, but you learn languages to talk to your allies and so that your men know what's happening at what time. But yeah, McVenner was a great scout, probably one of my favourites. Him, McCall, and who else in a ghost? Him, McCall, and Larkin. Yeah, Larkin is mad by ghost standards, but, and a big but here, he's actually one of the best shots in the entire Ghost army. So I'll leave it up to you. Comment down below who your favourite Ghost is. The Warmaster, as I say, great read, and it's surprising how close. I mean, you see some of the power play behind lines, as all the various Lord Militant generals are trying to get the Warmaster's position. So there's an inner circle of friends who want to oust him. Everyone else doesn't, and they try and use. There's more spoilers here. They try and use Gaunt to usurp the Warmaster, and how Gaunt responds is just absolutely amazing, and he gets a promotion out of it as well. So that's all I've got on the Warmaster and Gaunt's Ghosts. If you want me to do more about the Tanith, I can do. After all, I've got the first and the last omnibus, so, and I've got Salvation's Reach, so I can cover those if you want in a bit more detail. That's all I've got for the moment on the Tanith. I just hope I can speak to Dan Abnett at some point and try and pick his brains about any future Gaunt's books, because these mixed in with the Eisenhorn series, wow, I'm going to be busy, because Eisenhorn's got 4 books now, with the Magos having recently been released, along with the Eisenhorn model by Games Workshop. I must say, it does look good, but I'm on 2 minds about it, because RTLW, one of the people who I've bought off before, you've seen the model I've put up on this channel. It looks like Eisenhorn, because, well, if Games Workshop really wanted to do an Eisenhorn model, they could have done long ago, and if it was already out, RTLW wouldn't have done a cast of it. But as it is, they've been slapped with a cease and desist for those and some other models that I wanted to buy from them. But yeah, they're officially not for sale anymore, so I'm just thankful that I've got the model when I got it. But I can't wait to get these models finished. I need to do some more painting soon. So I'm going to sign off for today. Let me know down below if I should do any more Tanith, or even if I should go back to my Armies of Renown, and I'm fairly sure I could cover some more armies. Maybe go into this Eldar, the Dark Eldar. I mean, I collect a fair few armies, and I'd like to read about a fair few more. So just let me know what you want to hear about down in the comments, and I will get on and try and find that information and do that. Plus, I need to get that Alpha Legion video up as well. So have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.